Hey everyone, this is LuckySevenDX. Welcome back to Let's Play Okamiden. In the last episode, we passed the point of no return, and we're here in the Moon Cave for the second time 100 years ago in the past, with Manpuku to rescue his mother, take down Orochi for our grandfather Shiranui, and also stop a crew from gaining powers. Boy, we have a lot of our plate today, and Manpuku, once again, you are just failing all sorts of things, being all dizzy from hunger. We gave you a piece of meat like 4 episodes ago, somewhere around there. Man up, dude. Yeah, it was about 4 episodes. And he just kind of faints and collapses, and he's having like a freaking seizure on the ground from food starvation. Do we not pack any food with us, though? Like, you know you're hungry? Eat food, dude. Why didn't you not bring food with you? You probably ate it already. Freaking Manpuku. I don't know whether to respect you and love you or hate you so much. It's just kind of weird. He kind of also he's sort of hallucinating that we're his dog. We're gonna get a little bit of information eventually about we're actually getting it now, because he ate so much he couldn't afford to keep the dog. They had to give him away, and he was really upset that he lost his dog because he ate so much. Apparently his eating causes problems within his family, and that's never a good thing. All of a sudden, this thing collapses. Manpuku is knocked out. We're falling into a trap. What the heck are we gonna do, guys? And it's a soup. So it's kind of funny how both Moon Caves have sort of like food-based theme in a way. Because we had the whole soup thing in the first one. Now we have soup again. Orochi just loves his soup apparently. But Manpuku is passed out face down in the soup. We're drowning in soup. This guy is cooking us alive. What are we gonna do, guys? Is this the end for us? Oh my goodness. Do not know what's gonna happen. Well, you guys might be able to predict what's happening. It's gonna be absolutely freaking ridiculous, because before we can heat them up, all of a sudden, the soup begins to drain, because Manpuku can eat everything. You just ate a whole demon soup. You don't even know if that's good for you. There's like all sorts of nasty shit like fire eyes and ice lips and thunder ears in there, dude. Why would you eat such a thing? I don't even know. But yeah, he drinks all the soup, and now he's all perfectly okay again, because once he has food, Manpuku is unstoppable. Thanks for the sample. The sample. Manpuku, you be trolling. So we're gonna have to quickly fight this guy, and by fight this guy I mean fight his lackeys, because he's gonna summon a few baddies for us to fight, and thus we'll have, the usual, a little bit of combat here to go. And, it's just sort of, expected status quo, I guess, for this sort of thing. Anyway, just a couple clay soldiers, nothing too bad. Quickly take them down with ease, and we'll be able to move on after that. So, once again, just smack them around for a bit. Put the bomb under there if you want the stuff. Whoa! Epic dodge right there. That was a close call. Unfortunately, it's really hard to get the whole partner health thing, so we're just going to go ahead and kill him. May as well go ahead. I mean, we have no need for this stuff anymore, but what the hell? It's bad habits, Bad freaking habits. But we're going to go ahead and get the demon skin. That should be it for this fight. And, yeah, that wasn't too hard. Our partner help sucked. The bad thing about the Feather Sword, despite how ridiculously powerful it is as a glaive, its combo is extremely hard to do partner help on. Like, that's the good thing. Like, glaives are really good at damage and killing enemies really fast, but in terms of getting partner help with them, it's really, really hard to get a perfect score of glaives, I have to admit. So, that's the bad thing about glaives, I guess, in the end. Anyways, Manpuku makes a promise to never leave our side. We'll see if he holds true to that or not. I mean, Kuni never wanted to leave our side. Where the heck is he gone? He hasn't even shown up all game. What the heck, Kuni? We lose you once, and you just never show up ever again, except for in creepy little flashbacks when we're dying, and you're like, I'll help you, blah, 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 and then you never come. You freaking tease. Well, for those of you who are wondering, the Kuni mystery actually will be solved soon enough. So don't worry, Kuni. Kuni shall be coming soon enough. Anyways, I'm gonna melt this demon free. I'm gonna melt that ice block as well. And we're gonna go ahead and be able to get that treasure chest. Yes, he goes off. Dude, come on, dude. And this demon's friendly. The demons in the ice room, we free them, and they want to attack us. This guy's actually a nice guy. You're actually pretty legit. Make sure you come to this room first. The game does strongly hint, hey, come to this room before you do anything else. And this is actually pretty important, because you can't get across this ice barrier without Manpuku. So I'm pretty sure no other partner can get across this. And if you go to the next area, a cutscene's going to trigger, and you won't be able to use Manpuku. So basically, and I did kind of spoil, but that's kind of the way it works. Oops, there's ice there. So basically, you do need to come here first. I mean, nothing too important. It's just treasures and whatnot. So not the biggest deal, and unless you don't have this this rooster figure. If you don't have the rooster figure, you probably would want to pick this up. But we'll go ahead and make our way back across here, find our way back across as well, and then we can call it this for them. It's kind of like it's kind of like the ice room. It's not a giant ice cave. It's just like a little ice room. It's Orochi's. It's like, you know, if you have the giant food storage freezer, and this is like Orochi's house freezer or something like that. I don't know. It's not really a freezer, it's just a bunch of ice. Why do you have a bunch of random ice lying around your area, Orochi? It's just kind of weird. But yeah, once you've done everything with Manpuku, go ahead, head over here, and cutscenes will activate. Charity! It's Manpuku's mother. There she is, right there, being all bossy. She's wearing some sort of helmet thing. It looks like, I don't know, she's carrying a giant knife, too. She looks pretty badass, actually, the helmet and the knife. She could probably cut those demons' heads off if she wanted to. I imagine she could just kick all sorts of ass. Make a spin-off game with Charity. Charity, the female cook warrior. Go, go, go. But unfortunately, Manpuku is having a little bit of trouble lifting the bars. That's not how it works, dude. You usually can't lift up giant male bars. And what? Are you okay, Manpuku? Manpuku, I told you not to eat the demon soup. I told you there's all sorts of nasty shit in there, and you didn't listen. Great, Manpuku. Now you can't do shit because you have a stomach ache. You whiny little... And he just passes out again. And he's having another freaking food... Just, dude, you are... I don't know how to feel about you. Because on the one hand, you're really cool. On the other hand, you're so lame. I'm so indecisive about how I feel about this character, but it's pretty darn accurate in the end. And you'll see why Manpuku is pretty awesome. He does do some pretty awesome stuff that does redeem him a lot, which makes my decision whether or not I like him so hard. Anyway, a couple of these pot tanugis here. May as well kill them. We already got them back from the first time to the Moon Cave, so they're not necessary for experience. Like I said, there's you should have only 6 enemies left. 5 from a 5 boss type enemies, because they're kind of sectioned like that, and then 1 normal enemy. So we actually have all the field enemies. So like I said, we already have this guy. He's not important, but we'll slay him anyway, just for shits and giggles, because, you know, why not? Why not slay him, get him out of the way, all that fun, fine and dandy stuff. You can't go on any other path. Basically all you do is just go around in a circle here. Eventually you'll come to an actually open door, and from here we can trigger a cutscene, and stuff and things will once again happen. So, Umami, the person who wants to kill Charity, has gotten to her first. She's about to pull her nasty little ruse over her. Don't listen to her, Charity. She is a demon, and she is a liar. She's just like, you know what? Fine, you don't need to cook. We don't need to cook for you. But she's gonna give her a little condition here. She's gonna ask her to taste the food I prepared. It's poison. It's suspicious, dude. Did you not see what the food did to Manpuku? You don't want this demon food. That demon was trying to poison Orochi. It was just such nasty stuff that even Manpuku couldn't stomach it. If Manpuku can't stomach food, you know something is really wrong. Anyway, so she wants to go home. Yes, clearly he. She wants to go home, so she's like, fine, I'll taste your stuff, then I get to go home, alright? Alright. But of course, you know, foul play is at foot. She cannot reach the soup, and that is because Umami's plan was not quite to let her taste it, but to, of course, knock her in there. So smack! That was a really satisfying sound effect there. Smacks her into the soup, and now she's going to be boiled alive as well. Boy, just lots of being boiled in soup in this episode. Once again, what is it with soup? What is it with demons and soup? Luckily for us, though, they just happen to have a random flower right here, and oh, look at this. We can just quickly go ahead and find her out of there. Boy, oh boy, that was difficult. Sort of giving away our presence, though. But Charity is safe. She's now safe in a flower. She's out of the soup. And Chibi's like, yo, fight me instead. Don't pick on the ladies. Chibi defends the ladies. Chibi is a gallant knight in wolf fur, because he doesn't really have armor. But just like the other cook, we're going to go ahead and beat her by beating her lackeys, and somehow that kills her anyway. So, just sort of the weird ways that this game works, I suppose. But yeah, we don't have Manpuku for this fight, so we don't have to worry about partner help for once. All we have to do is just really take these guys down nice and quick. These guys really are not that much of a problem, as we've seen in the past. So, Bomb. Whoa! Oh, he actually moved his sword in midair. That's actually decently programmed. Wow. That was actually decently impressive. Congratulations, dude. You actually legitimately hit me. You know what? Fine. Sometimes you can go ahead and hit me, and that's all fine and dandy. Regardless, though, you do have to die, so we'll go ahead and put a bomb down there. This is a really awkward pose for Chibi right there. With his mouth sort of hung open awkwardly, like, awkwardly. I can't talk tonight. Excuse me if I sound a little tired. I'm kind of a little bit more out of it than usual. I mean, you guys know I'm always out of it, but just one of those days, you know, one of those long days. But there we go. That's taken care of. And Manpuku's mother is saved. He has accomplished his mission. And the bar is raised. Manpuku's stomach feels perfectly fine. You were just being lazy. You're making us do all the hard work, and you get all the credit. But no. Epic hug. Everyone is happy. The happy music starts. His mother is safe. Manpuku has rescued her. But the question is, what happens now? Because Manpuku's accomplished his task, but we still have our task. We still have to take down Orochi. We still have to stop Akuro. We don't really have time for this family reunion, Manpuku, because no one else is here. We kind of do need your help, I suppose. But yeah, there's a sort of moral in the end, because, you know, this game is full of nice, happy morals. And, you know, this is in the end, a touching scene. Where she's like, you know what, I've never complained about you eating, just because, you know, you feel it's bad. I've never complained about it. I don't mind that you're eating so much food. You know, I don't mind if I have to miss a meal for you, because you're my boy. And they have this whole family thing, you know, you have Chibi they have Chibi helping out Shiranui. You have just the tier there. This part is really sweet in the end. You have the whole Susanoo Kuni thing. You have Kagura and her parents. And then of course you have Manpuku and Charity here. You know, it's a story of family and how family sticks together, how the parents look out for their children and make sure that they're happy, and, you know, and have faith in their own children as well. Manpuku's sprite's really weird though, if you look at it. It's a really rectangular head. And of course, you know, Charity, having been kidnapped for demons for such a long time, you know, she's just a little bit exhausting. I mean, I would imagine being kidnapped would be quite strenuous, and once the adrenaline runs out, you know, you just sort of collapse and take it easy. So, yeah, being trapped by demons can be pretty stressful, Manpuku. For some reason, I like that line. I don't know. It sort of seems like a touch sarcastic, ironic. I don't know. Anyway, Manpuku's going to help his mother out there, but we are going to stay behind. Manpuku, you promised you'd be by our side, so the question is, what are you going to do? You have your mother to take care of, but you also need to help us. You have a decision to make. And this is where things, I mean, Manpuku is really adamant for staying by his side, but Chibi's like, no, you have to help your mother, dude. You came all this way to save your mother. I'm not gonna let you go, Manpuku. I'm not gonna let you do this, Manpuku. I'll have to do it on my own. However, oh my goodness, he's back. Kurao, where the freaking hell have you been the past few episodes? You freaking abandoned us. How dare you show your face here? How dare you show your face? Honestly, like, you just kind of, at this point, you're just like, Kurao, what the hell, dude? You freaking passes us up in the freaking sea shrine, you pass us up now. Get your priorities straight, dude. Saving the world more important than your stupid fears and crazy duties and shit. And Manpuku actually does get a bit possessive here. He's like, no, pork chop is my... You call me pork chop. I prefer the guy who calls me boy or dude or pork chop, that's for sure. But, Kurao does mention, you know, you need to save your mother. You need to take your mother home. It's time to switch partners. Me and Chibi, our goal is to... I mean, this is originally all about Chibi and Kurao and their goal to take down Akuro. It's only fitting that Chibi and Kurao are the ones who do that. However, Kurao does seem a bit different. He seems a lot more giving in to Destiny. He seems a bit defeated. And this is going to come into play later. Something is different about Kurao. And we'll be finding out soon. What was his destiny? What did his pendant tell him? That is something for the future, of course. So Manpuku, and this scene right here actually is really important. What happens right here? He does have to leave. He does have to take his mom. Chibi's like, you know, it's okay, dude. It's okay. But this part right here, Chibi's just like, go. You're so fat. Okay. Okay. Fine. Oh, that hug. It is a rather emotional scene. You know, all the goodbyes in this game are really emotional. But this part right here, call me if you ever get in a tight spot. This, you know, Manpuku's loyalty, his determination to help Chibi and repay him back. This is important for the future. And you'll see why later on in the game. Why Manpuku is, indeed, quite an amazing character in the end. However, for now, we have Kurao. And we're going to have to go take care of Akuro, just me and him. Now, in case you guys are wondering, the Moon Cave is actually really simple 100 years ago. We're actually pretty much done with it at this point. There is one optional area we can access, though, and this is important because it'll give us the last masterpiece in the game. We actually will get the final masterpiece of the game in this episode. And we'll also fight the final normal enemy, so all will be left is bosses. And in case you guys are wondering, by the way, those 2 cooks, they counted as a boss. They will count as a boss in your thing. So we actually have taken care of one of the 5 bosses. Only 4 remain. What will happen, guys? What will happen? Well, you'll have to see when we actually fight the bosses. There is an item over here. Another Divine Sake, just in case you need it. I mean, they're pretty good items. They're pretty handy to have. So, get as many of those as you can, I suppose. But we want to take, I'm just making sure there's nothing else in here. I'm pretty sure there isn't anything else. In fact, I want to say that's the last treasure chest of this area, in fact. Oh, no, well, I guess there is there's the treasure chest over here as well, the masterpiece. The masterpieces are always found in treasure chests, so, anyway, this guy is the last enemy, and this should look familiar. It's one of those skeleton things, except with armor. And this is supposed to be the toughest normal enemy in the game. It's an armored Dakuro. And we're going to go ahead and take him down. So, pretty fearsome foe, but ultimately you fight him it's just a more powerful version of the skeleton thing, you know? You pretty much fight the same way as you fought those ones in the past. Although you do have to get through his armor first as well, so he does have a lot extra health because of that. So chip away his armor. His attacks are pretty much the same as before, where he does the whole fist slam thing. He can shoot fire at you, which he's going to do right now, apparently, and then, of course, he always has his little swatting moves. So go ahead, reflect the fire. It's not going to stun him this time. You have to do it twice to stun, because this is just going to take down his helmet, and that was fire. That was not the one I wanted. There we go. It'll only take down his helmet, though, and now he's pretty much a normal skeleton by this point. So break his bones, and I couldn't dodge that one. The feather sword does let you get hit a lot as well, just because, you know, that one combo right there, he spins around, leaves you so vulnerable. Honestly, the light sword in the end might be better than the feather sword. Anyway, if you do the usual, bomb him after you kill him, which I failed to do, unfortunately, I believe you get 4 demon livers for that. I think you have to bomb him. I'll have to check to make sure if anyone knows if it's the bomb. I'm pretty sure it's the bomb for this guy as well. I'm not 100% sure on that, though. So, basically, if you bomb him, you get 4 demon livers. However, these guys are pretty rare, and we're already past the point of no return. So, obviously, they aren't the best way to grind. But there we go. Masterpiece Part 5. This guy right here. Wow. My throat just sort of died on me for a second there. But this guy right here, he's like, you saved my skin, dude. This guy was beating the shit out of me. I didn't like my job here. Now I don't have a job anymore, and I'm okay with this because my job sucked. And he's going to give us praise for defeating that guy. So that's actually kind of funny the way that worked. Thank you for making me unemployed. That actually was a good thing for me. But anyway, Masterpiece Part 5. If you get all of them, you earn a very, very useful trinket. Masterpiece Part 5, the Secret Charm. Now this item is actually very, very good, as you'll see in a second here. What it will do is it will restore solar energy units as you fight. So basically, it'll heal you while you fight. Now you can only have 3 trinkets at a time. The Peace Spell, we're really not going to encounter any more Demon Scrolls at this point, so a trinket that keeps Demon Scrolls away, kind of a little bit useless. Anyway, guys, this is LuckySevenDX signing out. In the next episode, we face Orochi once more, and we see if we can stop Akuro. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.